All rise for Judge Astra. Yeah. You may be seated, you filthy criminal scum. I'm just kidding. How's it going today, guys? Welcome to Judge Astra's courtroom, where I'm going to judge each and every one of your individual crimes as I see fit. Hold on, I forgot to push a button. There we go. Is it started yet? Please start. Please start. That's really quiet. Okay, there we go. Welcome in, alleged criminal Chelsea. Welcome in, alleged criminal Panay Girl. Welcome in, alleged criminal Luciano. Welcome in, alleged criminal Carcico. Alleged criminal and bailiff Duberdy. Rainbow Kitty Corn. We already know you're guilty. You don't even need a trial. And I already said hi to Panay Girl, but hi Panay Girl, and welcome to Judge Astra's courtroom. I hope you have all been on your best behavior. Okay, that's getting really loud. Hold on. But today, all of you are about to be exposed in front of the entire courtroom, in front of the news, in front of the courtroom painter dude that does the painting, in front of the world. The world will know your crimes. Okay, it's still kind of loud. Hold on. Maybe it's just for me. Also, welcome in, does I? Don't worry, I'll judge your crimes next stream, does I? Well, I'll be sure to get to you. Oh, welcome in, alleged criminal Junie. How's it going today? So guys, do you have any things to say for yourself? Do you have any things to say for yourself? The only thing I'm guilty of is being too say-so. Actually, I've prepared something very special for you, especially Carcico. Especially you, Carcico. In fact, half of you all have already voted that you're guilty. Why is the music fluctuating so much? Okay, there we go. That's much better. Sigrid Harris, hi twin. Welcome in. Would you like to judge some alleged criminals with us today? Mika-chan knows the truth. Yeah, she'll be keeping an eye on you, especially Luciano. We all know you and your mafia ties, Luciano-kun. You're not getting out of this that easy. But who should we start with today? Who will be the first person to be judged by a jury of their peers? I'm guilty of yandere behavior on land. It should be undersea. I should get punished by King Neptune. Oh, you're already admitting to the crime. We ain't even started a trial yet. We ain't even started your trial yet. And you're already saying, I'm so guilty. I'm sorry. Ashta free King Yonaka. I'm sorry. But look. It'll be fine, Chelsea. It's going to be just fine. Just relax. We'll get to your trial, okay? But who should we start with? I don't know. Who would be a good person to start with? Do we have any votes? We should start with Chelsea? We can start with Chelsea. Oh yeah, we got this intense music kicking in just for you, Chelsea. Oh yeah. So Chelsea, I see that you've entered a plea deal to get a lower sentence, but we haven't even listed all of the things to try you for. You are being tried for jaywalking despite being a fish woman. You are also being tried of being yandere and out of control in my chats. What have you say of yourself, Chelsea-chan? I'm guilty of making a deal with Arusula. I don't know who that is, but we'll add that to the charges here. So yeah, we need to get our investigators on Arusula. What have you guys have been doing, bruh? You guys don't even get all the charges. Like, we have a literal mafia dude in here. Okay, I'm sorry. We're gonna get the bailiff working a little bit harder from now on, bruh. We should start with Astra. Oh, no. That comes at the end of the stream. That'll come at the end of stream. I wasn't calling on Chelsea. I was surprised by her statement. Yeah, no, Chelsea's definitely going to get a light sentence for admitting their crime. I'm guilty of having a job. Ooh, that's one of the worst crimes of all, Linda Patrick. Yeah, you are. Don't worry. For those job havers, what we do is we stick them in a cubicle for the rest of their lives, but all they're allowed to do is stream. They're never allowed to do anything again, and they're only fed food that they might have been fed like by ordering fast food only. So you only get greasy fast food, and you don't get to take a shower either. If you're streaming, you're not allowed to shower ever. Isn't that right, Carsico? Yep, Junie. Well, Chelsea seems to have admitted their guilt. So I think Chelsea will get a light sentence. I think, Chelsea, we're going to give you community service, 10 hours of community service. But the community service is specifically serving me grapes as I lay down like a Greek aristocrat, and you have to feed me grapes for 10 hours. Not subsequently. I can't possibly eat grapes for 10 hours straight, but hopefully that's a suitable punishment. I don't know where to watch, so I'm here. Hell, Luden Burgers. What do you mean you don't know where to watch? I'm right here, Luden Burgers. Would you happen to be eating too many burgers? I might have to add that to your charges. Linda Patrick, that's fine. Well, that's fine. Okay. Well, Linda Patrick, you're going to be covered in grease. No shower. Doi! Oh, one of my wonderful, beloved, alleged criminals has arrived. Doi. Fluffy uncle says, and all right, yeah, no. You're getting at least a misdemeanor for that comment. You're getting a misdemeanor. I have no rhyme. Well, okay, hold on. I gotta start tacking on charges for y'all. We got a lot of clerical work. Fangirl misspelling. Hold on. I really need, let me see. Luciano, Mafia, and Fluffy Uncle comments. I'm gonna mark that as a misdemeanor. So, and I'm gonna start your trial for misdemeanor, actually. Because I want to start with some light crimes first, so I can give out the life punishment. All right, Carsico. Freak, Fluffy Uncle misdemeanor, but upgrade it to a felony, just because it's Carsico. Feeling cute, my wolf grapes. I love my punishment. You're not supposed to love your punishment. You're not supposed to love the punishment. Math the Wowins, would you eat a turd sandwich for $1 million? Yeah, I would. I actually would eat a turd sandwich for $1 million. But for a bad hypothetical, you're gonna get 3 years in the state penitentiary. Just cause I thought that was an interesting thing. I'm also guilty of doing role plays on ChatGPT instead of Talkie AI. Oh, well, role playing in general actually is a felony. That's a felony offense, Linda Patrick. Okay, hold on. My music is gone. What has happened to my music, bruh? I don't know why that happened. Okay, that's weird. All right, there we go. Hey, welcome in, alleged criminal and Magic Cow. Oh, you're supposed to be a bailiff, but you're getting a lot of charges. I don't even know if I can like read off all your. Oh, lock me up. I will roleplay forever. Okay, so life. Okay, so Luden Burgers. You are guilty for sure. You're getting life VTubing. You're stuck being a VTuber for the rest of your life, Luden Burgers. Best of luck. Yeah, I don't think you're going to cope very well with that one. あなたのアバターが好きです。ありがとうな。アバター、そういうことね。なんで日本語で書いてるの？ちなみに。わからないと思ってるんかい？俺わかるんだぞ。I sentence you to life in prison. No, okay, so for trying to outdo... So that's automatically going to be, contempt of court. So Matt the Wowens, I'm holding you in contempt of court. I'm going to be sending you, to the Shredder dimension, where you'll be shredded apart for eternity. I hope that you severely enjoy your time there, Matt the Wowens. What's your crime, Astra? So the issue with Panay Girl is Panay Girl is actually say so for real. Like she's actually say so. And she tries to bonk me on the head all the time. So you're getting misdemeanor assault, Panay Girl. So you're getting a misdemeanor assault for trying to bonk me. Yes, Panay Girl. That's actually what your crime is for bonking me. Carsico, no, you have like multiple counts of multiple felonies. Quite frankly, I don't even know what I'm gonna have to do with you. But Panay Girl, what do you have to say in your defense? I sentence you all to life. No. We can't just throw everyone in prison. We don't have enough space in the prison. We can't just do that. But welcome in, J-Kun. Yeah, Panay Girl. Oh, we got some charges to add for Magic and Luciano. Yeah, Magic's got freak charges just like Carsico, but I think Carsico's slightly worse. Yeah. Panay Girl, no. I know. Poor Panay. I never bonked you. You have no proof. I have plenty of proof, actually. So I'm holding you in contempt of court for lying. Man, I love being corrupt. So Panay Girl, I think that you are going to, do you know what a rickshaw is? A jinriksha in Japanese? You're going to have to pull one of those for 8 hours a day for 5 years. You're going to be my personal rickshaw driver, Panay Girl. I think that you will really enjoy it, because I'll occasionally throw peanuts and popcorn at you while you're running with the rickshaw, but I think you're going to have a really good time with it. Yeah, my God, Carsico got yeeted from the courtroom. Carsico got yeeted, bro. How long is Carsico gone? What did you do? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Also, links are so. XOXO, welcome to the courtroom. Having to try some of y'all's nasty crimes for real. I can't believe some of the things that I've seen. Some of the things that you all have done. As you're just giving a job as punishment. Yeah, except you don't get paid. No, I did no such crime. Well, unfortunately, I'm the judge. You can file appeal in the appeals court, but I also run the appeal court. So best of luck. Like a bro, it's a furry. You're getting charged with criminal libel. And for that, your lips are going to be sewn together and you're going to be forced to drink egg whites through a straw. Like, bro, enjoy. It's a very fun punishment. You could just lock me up. I'm not going to fight back. Jennifer, for that statement, you know what? I'm going to let you off the hook, Jennifer. You're free to go. You're not guilty. I'm going to declare Jennifer not guilty. One time I put bleach in my drink and they said that is not illegal. In fact, that is a way to purify your drink, depending upon how much bleach you put in. If you put a lot of bleach in, it becomes kind of dangerous, Lynn XOXO. But it's not illegal per se. Love democracy, says Luciano. Who said this was a democracy? I never used the word democracy in here. My favorite fluffy boy giving out false punishments for real. Well, for declaring it's false, I'm going to have to add additional libel to your charges, Magic. And Fangirl, you're also getting libel, and I'm holding you in contempt of court for questioning my judgment. So enjoy. I do not know what to say. Astrocracy, actually, if I could say that. You know what? I like that statement. I'm taking a few years off of your punishment, Luden. Ludenburgers, you're getting a few years taking it because that was clever. I like that. All right, but let's see. How shall we punish? Who should we punish next? My bench trial got screwed. No! I was charged for throwing an alligator McDonald's employee after she called me an HOE. Bro, that's metal. That is punk rock as heck, dude. Actually, I'm giving you negative years in prison. You don't spend years in prison. You're getting, if you want to, like, you know, you could just sleep there like an apartment if you want for free, because that's metal, bro. Lynn XOXO, I love that. That's one of my favorite crimes I've ever heard, actually. Also, LaShawn, welcome back. And welcome to Guilty of Being Right. What a name. Yo, you pulled up in the courtroom with a maximum aura. All right, tell us, what is your most controversial, correct opinion that's not political? Please don't actually do something that's going to get me in trouble. But hi, everyone. I'm now back on my break. Missed you guys. I mean, I know I typed in last time, but that doesn't count. It was hi, LaShawn. Welcome back. It's good to see you. LaShawn, you're guilty of being absent, but it's for a good reason, so you're going to get proper treatment. Okay, well, Matt the Wowens, you are getting banned. I sentence you to, Shredder Dimension. Yeah, we'll just send you to the worst kind of the Shredder Dimension. The lowest part of the Shredder Dimension for that. Yeah, that dude's gone. I don't tolerate that. Absolutely not. I think we should punish Carsico for chilling a little too warmly. No, there's a lot to punish Carsico for. We're going to get to Carsico towards the end, because Carsico needs a very special punishment. I don't trust your judgment because I never bonked you. Bad judge. Okay, well, for saying bad judge, I'm adding an additional contempt of court and libel to your charges. So now, Panay Girl, you now have to skate down the steepest hill in the United States on a Walmart brand skateboard, and you are not allowed to sit. You have to stand, and if you ever sit, you have to go down again. And it doesn't end until you make it down to the very bottom, Panay Girl. One time I got sued for emotional distress for kissing a girl at anti-gay meetup. What? If the girl consented, honestly, you did nothing wrong. You legitimately, I can't fault you for it. The girl consented. And honestly, what kind of meetup is that anyways? What kind of people go to that? Did you go there specifically to kiss a girl? That's really funny if you did, actually. That's actually hilarious. Berlin XOXO is like punk rock as heck, dude. I love Lynn XOXO already. I know you've only been here a short time, but you're awesome, dude. Magic, you're right. Oh, Magic is definitely not clean. Don't worry, Carsico. I'm not letting Magic off the hook. In fact, he might get a worse punishment because he's supposed to be a bailiff, you know. Is your VTuber model on the hair is the cat or dog ears? I'm confused. I'm actually a werewolf, Sigrid Harris. I'm actually a werewolf, but yeah, I appreciate you asking. Astra, where's your law degree? Who needs a law degree? I got voted in here. By, of course, rigging the votes, but, I got in here. Hi, Duber D, one of my favorite alleged criminal bailiffs. Welcome in. Welcome in. Anime boy, yo, what's good, dude? There's a photo of me doing it on the news. Bro, I want to see. Okay, well, not for that reason, but I just... That's actually insanely funny. They are furry ears. Carsico, you're just making this worse on yourself. I'm adding another contempt of court charge on your sentence, Carsico. You're in a lot of trouble. I'm afraid you're not gonna be out until you're old. Okay, so why did I do? Well, you've been absent for a long time, LaShawn, but I also, since I'm a corrupt judge, I think your reason is valid, so I don't think I'm going to give you too severe of a punishment. How about this? You have to prepare my taxes this year, LaShawn. How do you feel about that? That's your punishment. But you get some input. You can negotiate with me on this one. We are guilty of being say-so. Yeah, now I'm just adding another contempt charge for lying in court. Yeah, man, you guys are just racking up charges. My sentence be reduced if I defend you. Astra's not a furry. Panay Girl, you're free to go. Panay Girl no longer has, yeah, you have to serve no time, Panay Girl. You're not guilty. You're free to go. Live astrocracy. I can't even say it. That's astrocracy. How do you say that? Can I say my crime? Absolutely. State your crime, anime boy, and we'll judge whether or not you're guilty. Is it rigging a vote a crime? No, it's a crime to say it's a crime. I'm going to hold another contempt charge over you, fangirl. Oh, yes. Astra's calling me young. Well, you won't be when I'm done with you. Bailiff on another criminal. We will never be convicted. Well, you might receive some special duties or something for that you've done, except magic. Magic's committed too many crimes. Since when? Since 20 day, I don't know how long it's been actually. You know what, LaShawn, that's a strong argument. I'm gonna let you go. You're off the hook. I have found LaShawn not guilty. Let me bang my fists. LaShawn, you're not guilty. You're free to go, actually. You know what? I love being corrupt. Everything I say just becomes law, and there's literally nothing you can do about it. Bailiff, I hardly know her. All right, adding another charge of a bad joke on... I'm kidding, Magic, I'm kidding. That's fine, I make jokes like that too, you're good. I said sorry to a kid and I got punched. I don't think that's a crime. If anything, they committed the crime, although you can't usually charge a child with assault unless it's too severe. And then in that case, you're able to, yeah, you might be able to send them to juvie. Or if it's bad enough, try them as an adult, especially if it's a repeated offense. Special duties, you say, yeah, Duberdy, oh yeah. If you deep fry a... I'm not going to say the full sentence, and then eat it. Are you guilty or not? Diane Steele, yeah, I'm going to sentence you to... You're going to get 30 years in the meat dimension for that, Diane Steele. So basically what you do in the meat dimension, it's like permanent community service, except you're never allowed to leave. You're never allowed to stop or rest. You have to learn how to sleep standing up, but basically you're covered in like this like slimy, sticky meat that you have to farm and put it into a box. And then it sends it to me for my consumption. So you're going to be covered in filth and slime for about 30 years because of a crime like that. So yeah, hold on, let me make this sentence official really quickly. Guilty. Sentence to 30 years in the meat dimension. Hold on, let me double check. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well then, thanks to... You're welcome, LaShawn. You're welcome. You're at least clean for now, but I'm going to be keeping my eye on you. Especially you, LaShawn. Oh yeah. Astra Yunaka is a furry. I want to fight this in court. Okay, I'll be the judge. So is Astra Yunaka a furry? Well, there is no evidence that he's a furry. Therefore, I'm going to have to find it to be not true. Therefore, your statement is libel, and you will be held in contempt of court. Guilty. I love being the judge. One time, a fat guy came up to me and took pictures of me without consent. Well, that guy is guilty. That dude will be sent to the shredder dimension. I like how you felt the need to add in fat guy in there. That's a really funny detail. Yeah, no, you're going to be compensated by the courts simply because you added in like a funny detail about the guy. Yeah, so you're getting compensation for what's happened. Well, I went to the hospital. Why did I forget how to spell? He hit you so hard that you went to the hospital? What in the world? Just to let you know, I didn't actually do it. It's just a stupid question. Okay, well, I at least have to hold you in contempt of court for lying. Because you've lied. So, Diane Steele, you will... I won't send you to the meat dimension. Since I run the appeals court, I'm appealing it for you. You're not going to the meat dimension. But actually, what you're going to have to do is community service. But what you're going to have to do is... You're going to be one of the chair carriers, like the Emperor has a chair. We'll select someone else for that punishment, and you're going to have to do that for I'd say half a year, and then we'll call it even at that. I'm eating in court. That's not a crime. You can eat in court. I welcome food in my courtroom. Because all of you are guilty. This might be the last meal you ever get. Well, not all of you. Some of you I've cleared today, but you're not guilty for now. I should say. There's verbal confirmation. All right. So, you know what? Let's actually go ahead. Let's start on Carsiko's trial. So Carsiko is on trial for being hentai, for being a furry, for being a femboy, for being, for lying in court multiple times. So contempt of court. What else? Questioning moderator decisions. Although hold on, I just got to think of some more charges really quick to slap on Carsiko. Carsiko's also like insanely sexy, and that's not technically a crime, but I'm gonna slap on some punishment for that. Carsiko also, what else have they done? They can't stay in the lines when they drive on the road. I've watched them personally. Also Carsiko has a green aura. So we're going to try Carsiko for all of these crimes. What say you in your defense, Carsiko? What say you in your defense? This is AI. Yeah, I am Lucid Multimedia's proprietary AI. I'm not AI. Why do you think I'm AI, bruh? I'm not. A lot of people actually think that I'm AI. I plead the fifth. Well, normally in court, that's to prevent you from incriminating yourself, but you've already been incriminated by me. Therefore, you're guilty of all counts. I'm just, you know, oh, it feels so good. So, Carsiko, I think that the punishment that you're going to get is what should Carsiko's punishment be? I want some creative ideas from you all, actually. Let me take you shopping for nice things and unisex perfumes. You could stay at my mansion. Hey, yo, I'm down, Sauce Classics. I'm down. I'll go stay at your mansion, bro. Just give me the address. I'll pull up. Don't actually put your address in the chat. That's a joke. Don't actually do that. Zay Jones, welcome to the courtroom. Brigid Hurd, you're the... What have you done? Who was the victim, Brigid? You are next. All right, send him to the Shredder Dimension. Yeah, you are guilty. Shredder Dimension with you. I'm trying to think of something to be guilty of. Rainbow Kitty Corn is guilty of being a secret freak. I want to take this to a higher... I am the highest court system in the land. You will never see the light of day again. A criminal as egregious as you, Carsiko. Yeah, so Rainbow Kitty Corn, you're guilty of being a secret freak, you know. We know you're into some crazy stuff. So, I think we're going to have to make Carsiko... Carsiko's going to be my personal driver, but the thing is they will always be tied to the seat of the car and never allowed to go anywhere else. So you'll be driving my limo that I use taxpayer money to fund. Right, Sniper Waifu, you saw me embezzle taxpayer money. Yeah, so, but Carsiko will be fused to the seat and will be my personal driver for the rest of my life. I think that's a really good compromise, wouldn't you say, Carsiko? What happens if I'm lesbian? Lesbian? Do you mean lesbian? That's not a crime. That's literally not a crime. We're talking about Len XOXO doing some punk rock metal stuff, one of which I assume involves him being a lesbian. All right, yeah, Brigid's got to go to the Shredder Dimension. Oh, I just knocked a bunch of stuff in the floor. That's all Brigid's fault right there. All that stuff in the floor, that's... Zay Jones, you're guilty? What are you guilty of? You got to tell me what crime you've committed. What have you done? I made a brownie. Would you like some? You have to take a bite of it first, Magic Coon. If you take a bite of it first, I'll wait 2 or 3 hours, and if it's good, then I'll eat it. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, court. Yeah, sniper waifu. Do you want to be do you want to be tried for your crimes, sniper waifu? What crimes have you committed? What crimes have you committed? You're guilty of having no girlfriend. It's true, actually. That's true. I don't have a girlfriend, but at the same time, I'm not trying to make one either. It's complicated. It's complicated. Part of it's for like religious reasons, but you know, crazy. Don't you implicate me. No. You were there for that embezzlement. You were there for that embezzlement. I know you were, sniper waifu. I already know. You're practically asking me to become more parasocial. Yeah, actually, you know what? Everyone, let's get parasocial in here, guys. Teach me how to be parasocial. How do I do that? Heartfelt welcome in, aka Toko. What's good, Toko-chan? What have you been up to? You're Pan. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Hi, Goob-E! Welcome to my courtroom. Zayd Jones, yeah, no, that's a false statement. You wouldn't be able to, Zayd Jones. You don't have the strength or intelligence to do that. But just for even stating something like that, into the Shredder dimension with you. Guilty of lying in court. Absolutely none, not me. I'm a sweet pea. I agree, you are a sweet pea. But at the same time, I gotta find you guilty of something, sniper wife, because we all know you're guilty of something. Like, let me think. Being too... Oh, wait. I feel like I could make something like mommy related. Being a hot mama, yeah! Sniper waifu's guilty of being a hot mama. Yeah. So what have you say in your defense? The corrupt courtroom. I never said it wasn't corrupt. I never said that, Carsico. I'm just giving you your just desserts is all. I stole a bald guy's wig in a Home Depot because he was mean to his... Why is Lynn? I hope these are true. I hope you're not making this stuff up because that's punk rock and I like that. I would be tempted to do that too. A bald guy's wig. I literally can't find you guilty. That's too based. I literally can't find you guilty of any crime. I support what you've done. You know what? I'm down for this because of JJK. Jujutsu Kaisen? どういうこと? 何の関係あるんかい? Nah, yoink that weave, yeah. You know, I love everyone, but some of them are beyond court, including my enemy that harassed me and my friends years ago. Wait, what? Wait, so you had someone harass you and they went to court? Whoa. Like for like criminal menacing or something? Well, I'm sorry someone harassed you to the extent that they were able to be charged with a crime. That crime's actually usually pretty hard to charge for. That's actually kind of insane. Dude, I'm sorry. Hold on, the music's gotten kind of quiet. Astra is so biased. Alright, anime fangirl's punishment is going to get even more severe with every following lie. So, I think we're going to have... Fangirl, so when I go to the gym, you are always going to have to be the one to load and unload the weights on the bar for me from now on. That's your punishment. Guilty. So for the rest of my life, every time yeah, so you have to load and unload the weights, and you also have to make my protein shake. Get in that tub. Oh, yes, please. I'll get in that tub. What do you, okay, no. I'm not taking that any further. I was about to get really freaky. Guilty of looking at Astra's Yonakas. Yeah, let me pull up my Yonaka on stream really quickly. Guilty of collarbone obsession. No, Carsico, you're guilty of being, too like a juicy steak that everybody wants to bite into, you know, Carsico. You don't want to know. Yeah, I can't even imagine what the heck they would have done, LaShawn. That's actually insane. Guilty of werewolf love. Send me to prison in the basement. All right. You know what? Let's get to Duber D really quickly. Oh, Duber D. Oh, Duber D. One of my very special, wonderful bailiffs. What shall we... Let's see. I gotta be careful what I implicate you for. I think that you can... Sometimes you're a little hentai. Just a little hentai, but in like a good way, you know? Duber D's just a little hentai at times. So... I think, you know, what have you say in your defense, Duber D? Aster also guilty of having a grabbable waist. Why you try to touch me, bruh? Why you try to touch me? That's a charge for assault. That's an assault charge. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to charge you with assault. That's actually nice. Thank you, thank you. I threw a hot dog at an Andrew Tate fan meetup. But please let this be real. Lynn, I really hope you're not pulling my leg right now. I really hope this is real. I'm pansexual and I'm Etherean. What's Etherean? What, you live in like the ethereal plane? What is it? What is Etherean? I don't, so I guess I am guilty. All right, Kensington Ford, guilty of a charge I don't fully understand. You get one jump scare as a charge because I don't understand your charges. So, hold on, let me get the jump scare ready. Hold on, I'm gonna need a moment. Ah! There you go. There's your punishment. I don't understand your crime. I'm gonna be so legit with you. I'm dead. Aster. What did I even do? What did I even do? Sniper waifu, bro. You were the one that set that up. That wasn't me. You're the one that's guilty of the crime here. I'm the judge. And you can't tell the judge who is right and who is wrong because I know what is right and what is wrong. And you, okay, I'm getting a chancla thrown at me now. I zoned out and your scream startled me. The jump scare worked. The jump scare worked. How do you not know? Etherean is a furry. Oh, that's not that bad, actually. You know, that was, yeah, that's actually not that bad. You get a light sentence, you got a jump scare. Ponce Godzilla, welcome to the courtroom. In 4th grade, I threw an M&M at a 3rd grader because he was annoying as heck. Fair enough, I would have done that too. Some kids just be annoying like that. I remember when I was a kid, I got in a fight. Well, it's more like I was jumping on a trampoline with like a younger kid who I didn't know very well, and I accidentally knocked him over. I legitimately didn't mean to. And then he's like, I'm gonna get my older brother to beat you up. So I grab an empty milk jug, and his older brother comes out there, and he's like, I'm going to, you know, I'm gonna beat you up or something, you know, and I smack him on the head with an empty like plastic milk jug, which it didn't do any damage, but it made a really satisfying thunk when it bonked him, and he cried and ran away because I don't think he expected me to fight back. But no, I hate punishment. Oh, please do it, please, please. All right, for that you're getting some additional punishments. Duber D, you will be forced to, you are going to be my makeup advisor from now on, Duber D. Whenever I have to wear stage makeup, you're the one that has to do it. One time this guy was being mean to the pharmacist, so I replaced this protein powder. The pharmacy is close to the gym with laxatives. Okay, I think you're pulling my leg. I think you're pulling my leg. That's a literal crime. Okay, hold on, the music's getting loud, bruh. I need to audio balance this crap. That's actually a literal crime. That can get you a pretty long, like, I'm not even kidding. I'd be careful who you tell that. If you actually did that, that can get you a pretty long prison sentence. For real. Like, actually be careful. That is a legit warning. Don't go around telling people that. I zoned out and your scream startled me. Boy kissing, lol. I have obsessive boy kissing disorder. Guilty of, really, honestly, I don't see the problem. You like to kiss boys. I'm kidding. So your punishment will be public humiliation. You have to wear a boy kisser t-shirt to the next anime convention in your area. Good luck. Best of luck. That's your sentencing. Look it all up. I dare. Wait, what am I looking up? I'm looking up right now. And you know what it says, Kensington Ford? It says guilty. Are you guilty of something else you're not telling me? And I love Stray Kids. So a lot of people say I look like someone from Stray Kids. I don't know. I've never seen it. Oh yeah, patronize me. I'll get my flip-flops. Oh yeah, patronize me harder, mommy. Yes, please. I like it when you talk to me like that. Oop. What do you mean, oop? He also called me seaweed. That's like those stoner dudes that like go surfing at the and stuff. That they are seaweed. Is that what you are? You're like one of those stoner surfer dudes. Duber, make him look like himself, aka a clown. Oh no, that would be looking like you, Carsico. Because you are the whole circus. Yeah. Actually, yeah, I'll have to add on some additional sentencing to Carsico. I think Carsico is going to have to be fermented in milk. We're going to stick Carsico in a vat of milk and ferment them. I think that sounds like a pretty good punishment. Guilty. That's jail time. Yeah, you're right. For Carsico, that is jail time. I'm guilty of doing a joyride, going on a joyride and going through a drive-through in a shopping cart. Okay, that's based. Any crime that you've done might get wiped off just because you did that. I like that. That's a good crime. That's some serious jail time. I'm telling you, yeah, some of you guys are getting some serious sentences. Yeah, so Magic-kun, you're guilty of being a freak at times. But you're like a fun, but you're also a bailiff, right? So you get a reduced sentence just for simply being a bailiff. But I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna consider going through a drive-through in a shopping cart as time served. So I'm gonna count that towards your time served. So as for your sentencing, you will have to be my daily deliverer of milk. So I drink a lot of milk because I'm trying to put on some strength. So yeah, Magic-kun, you just have to deliver my milk daily. There you go. There's your punishment. I handed it out. It's okay though. He was arrested for oh my gosh. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm fine with public humiliation. I figured you would be. That's why I gave you that punishment. Bob. Yes, Ponce, Godzilla, Bob. I know what you're saying. I stole my sis's gummy bears. Life in prison. Life in prison. I'm kidding. No, you won't get life in prison for that. Understandable. Understandable. I say you have to open a gummy bear manufacturing plant now. You just have to do that now. Good luck. There's your sentencing. I'm a girl. I'm not a dude. Well, dude is gender neutral. Everyone is dude. If I say dude, I'm not necessarily calling you a guy. Also, yo, thank Duber-chan. I appreciate it. Hold on, I gotta bonk Duber-chan like at least 5 times really quickly. Bonk. 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 Ow. Ow. Bonk. I hit the corner. Bonk. Thank you, Duber D. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I'm also going to head pat you like you aggressively head pat a cat, where it like pulls their eyes back and stuff, and it's like a little bit too firm. Yeah, so I'm also going to do that for you too, Duber. But I appreciate. Thank you so much, my dude. Did we get any? Let me see. There's nobody I recognize. No, but yeah, it's always cool looking out for the snipes. But thanks again, Duber-chan. I appreciate it. We didn't get sniped again. I know. You guys spend so much time in here. You guys should be the ones that get sniped for real. You guys actually should be. Hold on. This music is like. Let me go back here. There we go. Aggressive head pats. Yeah, Duber needed those aggressive head pats. Also, Victoria Brown, welcome in and happy birthday. Oh, yeah. Happy birthday. I don't know this song. I hope you have a happy birthday and eat a lot of cake. Eat my cake. Happy birthday, Victoria Brown. Oh, yeah. We didn't get sniped again, Sniper. I know, I'm sorry. One time I turned a blind eye to some girl, like 70, was buying baby products and being judged by the old lady, started talking loudly about having STDs, so they stopped shaming her. That's pretty based. That's actually pretty based. Again, I hope these are real. I really do. I hope these are real. I just talk about having STDs to freak people out. You know. But here, something you don't know about Lin XOXO, we all share the STDs. So when we play Dandy's World, we all like touch each other, and we caught each other's like herpes and stuff. Isn't that right, Carsico? I want cake. Well, you have to be good. You have to be on the nice list, Carsico, to get cake. But you've been naughty, so instead your cheeks are going to be red. W Duber. I know W Duber for real. I appreciate it. Duber's too sweet, dude. Duber's too sweet. Astra cake needed right now. If I was a cake, what kind of cake would I be then? I feel like it's intentionally not giving me it. I know it's like being mean to you, bruh. It's being mean to you. If I could like, you know, somehow guarantee certain people, like you guys who are always in here, get it, I would do that, but I legitimately have no control. It's always like a lottery. I really don't know. Yeah, bro, I just got all of them. It's kind of like collecting Pokemon, right? Yeah, pretty much. It's called bug chasing. I don't know if you've ever heard of bug chasing before, but it's like you go out and you try to catch them all, you know? How would you describe me as a person? Lin XOXOXO, punk rock. I think that's a good way to put it. I like punk rock people that are specifically a problem for like who they are a problem for people who are a problem, if you know what I mean. I like to do that too when I get the chance. I've done it a few times. Like I remember this this one guy was like pushing a girl and like he wouldn't leave her alone. And I have like a really bizarre presence, IRL. I legitimately, like, I don't know how to explain it, but I look kind of like a scarecrow a little bit, like in demeanor and how I carry myself. And it's like almost kind of unnatural a little bit. It scares people sometimes. So I just kind of stared and just watched. And he wasn't like pushing hard, but I stared and watched. And then he's looking at me and he started cursing at me. So then I started following him, walking around on the street. And he finally left the girl alone. And I kept following him for a bit longer. And he kept cursing at me the whole way. And sometimes I just like using my like uncanny presence to just mess with people like that. I don't know. But it's like, I'm legitimately like some kind of scarecrow, bruh. I don't know what to do. I can't fix it. It's just, it is what it is. A deal. Wait, what's the deal, Carsico? I don't know what the deal is. We will get sniped one of the yes, you will. You shall. Asher be like a vanilla cake with fur on top. I'm putting my fur on top of... Never mind. Red velvet cake, Asher with chocolate sprinkles. That sounds good. I like red velvet cake. Can we cancel Carsico in the chat, please, by the way? It would be really nice if we could cancel Carsico while we're at it. Is that because you dress like... I do kind of dress like a scarecrow a little bit. Like, a lot of my flannels are completely tattered. And, I don't know. It's like it's either alt or it's scarecrow, you know? I'm very scarecrow core. Do I like Hatsune Miku Vocaloid? If you saw like half the videos I make, you would know I freaking love Vocaloid, dude. Yeah, I do. And if I'm being honest, when I started like making these videos, I didn't have a lot of like hope for modern Vocaloid. I thought it was going to be really pandery and dumb, easy, like reproducible algorithmic pop. But actually, there's a lot of creativity and interesting stuff. I still actually really like the genre. So I'm kind of glad I started making those videos because I got inspired by some of the stuff that I've heard, actually. If being an eerie scarecrow is your power, then what are you without it? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure what you mean by that, actually. I don't know if you can stop me from being like an eerie scarecrow. I don't know, I just have an uncanny presence. I can't help it. I've tried boxed red velvet cake. I'll never eat a... Yeah, don't get the boxed kind. You gotta get like the properly baked kind, you know? It just doesn't cut it. Man, oh man, I love red velvet cake. In fact, I want to use you guys as the ingredients for my next cakes. It'll be nice and red and velvet, just like you guys, because you guys are soft and silky, just like velvet, you know? Some Karen was trying to cut through a line, pushing people around, even pushed a kid. Oh, so I started acting like a tweaker and started whispering to myself about having to wait. Yeah, dude, I do this. I've done that a few times. Legitimately acting like a tweaker can get people to like dissipate so quickly. You just have to like throw your hands up and like just like this up, you know, just like that. Just do that a little bit and people clear out. I'm telling you, it works. It's like magic. I think Astra would either be like a Black Forest cake or straw. What's a Black Forest cake? Hold on, let me look that up. Black Forest cake. I've heard of Black Forest ham. Ooh. Ooh. My big back is coming out right now. And something else is coming out when I look that up because yacht, that's a cake. Oh my gosh. Sorry, twin, I'm new here. Now you chillin', bruh. It's good to have you. Sigrid Harris. A normie. I'm not a normie. What about me is even a I'm a VTuber. How could I possibly be a normie? You can't be, those are exclusive phrases. They are mutually exclusive. VTuber and normie do not coexist. How could they possibly coexist? Rio, welcome, and I need you to charge these dudes and send them to jail where they belong because they're being bad, Rio, especially Carcico. Get it baked from the bakery. It's way more better. I want you, bro, if I could have your guys' cooking, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I'd go crazy, bro. You guys got the whole bakery for real. Jennifer's not guilty. Yeah, we declared Jennifer not guilty. Jennifer, I think I cleared Panay Girl's sentence too. So Panay Girl is cleared of all charges. That don't taste good to be an ingredient of a cake. Okay, well you can make the cake. I'll be a cake now. Yeah, keeper of Keith. And do you happen to like your marriage wham? By the way, but yeah, you could be a little cake. I'll make you into a little cupcake, keeper of Keith. I think you'll taste really good. I wish I was that cake right now. Oh yeah, well, you can be. You can be. Thank you, twin. You're welcome, twin. I appreciate 5 friends, 897. I knew what's happening. What do you mean you knew? Oh, wait, you are new as an N-E-W new? He's so Black Forest cake coated, bro. I might actually have to get that on my birthday. Like legit. I might have to go get that. NGL, because that sounds really good. Not gonna lie. Everywhere I go, there are VTubers, so I'm pretty sure that's relatively... No. Cheap wallets? If you go into any normal friend group circle, and like most normies, and you're like, I'm an anime werewolf on the internet, you're gonna get laughed at. I'm just gonna be so straight up with you. They'll be like, you're what? Huh? You do what? That's it, what? Yeah, so, yeah, no. I don't think this is a very normie thing to do. But cheap wallet, I don't know, maybe you're hanging out with the normies, I don't know. VTuber is an antonym for normal. Thank you, Magic. That is the most accurate. What's happening? I'm new. Well, I've just been charging people with the crimes they've committed. 5 friends. What are you guilty of? 5 friends. Have you committed any crimes? Where are the B words at? All around you, but I'm the biggest B word of them all. Come get some, BGTY. Come get some. Yeah. Me and Rio guilty of collarbone obsession. Yep, guilty. You all are going to get the blanket burrito treatment for that. Yep, says Panay Girl. That's what I imagine your voice is like, by the way. But I imagine you're like, yep. Yep. That's you, Panay Girl. Do you play Roblox? Yes, Savannah Smith. I do actually play Roblox. We play a lot of Dandy's World. Usually on Sundays. Yo, Ash, what's good? Oh, Ash. Oh, I gotta charge you with your crime still. Oh my gosh. Ash is a big old freak behind the scenes, let me tell you. A big old freak. And I like it. But guilty as charged, aren't you, Ash? I'm so guilty of collarbone obsession. It took me a while to understand it, but then when I thought about when boobies are like just sacks of flesh too, and I was like, huh, yeah, okay, fair enough. Will I be a chocolate now? Yeah, we'll make you a little chocolate cupcake. You'll be a little chocolate cupcake. Also, Natalie Hernandez, welcome. And I hope I said that right, but welcome. I didn't know you like red velvet. Yeah, because it reminds me of you guys, because you're velvety smooth and your blood is red, and I like how human that is. And I like humans. I like humans just like the rest of you guys. Black Forest cake is very tasty, just like you, Sigrid. Oh yeah. Today I actually found my first VTuber thing in Barnes and Nobles. What? In Barnes and Noble, what VTuber thing? Astra, I cheated on someone because they cheated on me. I'm sorry, it's only because they cheated. It wasn't good to cheat, but they cheated and you just kind of got them back. I mean, you're guilty because you did it, but I'm not going to give you any punishment because, I mean, not the best thing to do, but, you know. Lucivid Sorox. I plead the fifth, actually. You think that's going to get you out of charges? Not in this courtroom. Lucid Sorox. You aren't getting out of nothing in here. I know all. And I know that you secretly watch 2D animated jiggle fests in the privacy of your room, Lucid Sorox. I know what you are. Can I get a pardon? I'm completely, totally innocent person. Cheap wallets. No, I don't think you're getting a pardon. I'll tell you what, I'll give you a pardon if, let me see. If you'll launder some funds for me from taxpayers, then yeah, okay, that we can maybe work something out. I'm guilty of calling straight cis people defaults. So I have a question then. Default is really funny. Does that make me a default? Because I've been told, like, I'm not gay. I'm not. But I act like really, what's the word? I act like really zesty. So does that make me still a default? Or is it what someone called me being a sparkle straight? Because I act kind of zesty. I can't help it. And this is just me being me. And then people just think I'm gay. I don't know what to tell you. It doesn't bother me, but it's just it just happens a lot. What did you find in Barnes and Noble? Well, I wish I found you, Leo, because I would buy you and put you up on a shelf and stare at you all day as I whisper to myself all of the things that I think that you're guilty of. Leo. My voice is actually deeper. Oh, so Panay Girl's all the way down here. I see. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding, Panay Girl. I'm kidding. Your Honor, oopsies. Mackenzie, our wonderful masked singer. Mackenzie. What should I charge Mackenzie? Mackenzie's kind of a hard one to charge with crimes because Mackenzie's actually relatively innocent. Mackenzie, you're charged with being a good singer. Guilty. As charged. What's your punishment going to be? You do your best to be successful. That's your punishment. There you go. Mackenzie, you're really hard to charge with a crime, actually. I'm being so legit. Later, I'm gonna have a chocolate mousse cake. Ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm actually guilty of thigh obsession. Understandable. Guilty. You know what? I'm gonna make myself guilty as charged on thigh obsession. Yeah, I love them thighs. I like them thick. I like them thin. I like them juicy. I like them bony. I like. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That just triggered something in me. That just, you know, I couldn't help it. I couldn't help it. How did you know? Oh, that's you. Oh, well, Serlix. Okay. How did you know? You just give off that vibe, Serlix. We just know. I ate all the honey buns before you could get one. I'm sorry. Well, now, you're going to have to share your honey buns with the class. You know what that means, Ash. Guilty. You're absolutely the default Astra, just spicy edition. Astra's not a, okay, my mind is definitely not default. You could say like me being straight or whatever is default. I'll take that. That's fair. Hate from Saudi Arabia. That's actually really funny, bro. You got yeeted immediately. Yes, you are default, but you are part of queer culture. I do kind of think VTubers are pretty adjacent, relatively speaking. I would say, at least from what I've heard and or what I've seen and experienced. But yeah, that's just been kind of what I've seen. Want to hear what? Oh yeah, I want to hear what you're guilty of, Dylan. I used to call Astra a sparkle sister. Yeah, the one I got was sparkle straight. I've gotten that a couple times actually. My voice is not that low. I know, I'm just picking on you, Panay girl. You're still probably really high to me. You're probably all the way up here for me. Compared to, because I go all the way down here. So you're probably up here. You're like, I'm Panay girl. Yay! I like cake and making cake and cooking for Astra because I love him. Oh! That's Panay girl. Well, I gotta go wath the show, The Masked Singer. Well, good luck wathing your show. I wish the best for you, fangirl. To put it simply, you are indeed a default, but still a zest fest. So what, I'm curious, what actually makes me sound zesty? Is it just the way I talk? It might be the way I talk. A little bit. I'm guilty of making a cover before an instrumental was released. I'm sorry, I cannot release the instrumental because it was on the past hard drive. It's gone. It's gone forever. I legitimately can't. I'm so sorry, Mackenzie. I'm so sorry. There is a vocal stem ripper you can use that will allow you to do it. But, yeah, I'm sorry, Mackenzie. Pick me. Oh, yeah, Dylan, I want to know what you're guilty of. Tell me your crimes. Thighs are the best. Oh, yeah, they are. Oh, yeah, they are. I did not mean to give Astra rabies. I'm immune to rabies. I'm a werewolf. What are you talking about? Oh, no, I got hiccups. You described me. How did I describe you, Carsico? Going ape on them. I can't help it. They made me think about thighs, and I like thighs. I just can't help it. Gives everyone honey buns because I'm nice. Oh, thank you for sharing your buns, Ash. Everybody in this chat definitely appreciates your buns. I know that I certainly appreciate your buns. I yearn for the honey buns for real. Yeah, I agree. You exist. Fair enough. Astra, I think you get called zesty because you're a VTuber. No, IRL. I mean IRL. People have called me a sparkle straight IR, like in real life. Not here. Like they meet me and talk to me and they're like, yeah, he's a little zesty, you know. Marzent MC, welcome in. Oh, you got the little check mark. Congrats, dude. That's huge. I hope to get there one day. What am I doing? I'm judging people for their crimes. We've gotten a little bit off track, and instead we're talking about people calling me zesty IRL. Although I'm not gay, but they call me zesty anyways. Would you like to be judged for the things that you're guilty of, Marzent MC? RIP guide me instrument. It's fine. I just had to make myself. I'm sorry. I can do a stem rip for you if you want. if you would like a stem rip. It's not as clean sounding, but it will still be an instrumental. I should be able to rip it if you want. I truthfully don't get it because I mostly see the things that make you less zesty. Then again, we actually get along, so you got to be a little spicy. Fair enough, yeah. Fair enough. Yeah, some of you guys have like said like I'm painfully straight, but then like in person, a lot of people are like, "Oh, you are so," like one of the military, like really masculine military dudes that I was friends with was like, "Yeah, you're a little squirrely," is what he called me. He's like, you're just a little squirrely. I had to take the song 8 keys up though, so I don't think an official would have been all that useful anyway. Yeah, but it would have been a clean rip at least. And also I could have pitched it up pretty clean as well too, if you had told me that. Right, my crime, sweet pie. What crimes have you committed? I hear no crimes coming out of your mouth. You've done nothing wrong from what I've heard. All of it's justified and good. And even if they are technically crimes, I'm not going to punish you for them. I think it's fine. I'm also guilty of loving being kissed by my boyfriend. Guilty of having a relationship. You are sentenced to extreme cruelty. I don't know what that is, because single people don't like to see it. So now you can only do PDA in the confines of your home. So you're removing public displays of affection. You can only do it in your home from now on. Hi, Mari. Mari? どういうこと? Oh, Mari Cezent? Oh, I was so confused there. I was like, wait, hi, Mari. It was like, what? Astra's rainbow glitter sparkles. Look, I legitimately don't mind. I'll be rainbow glitter sparkles. It doesn't bother me. It's because alt people are mostly fair. Actually, that's a really good way to put it. Now that I think about it, almost every alt person I've met has been a little zesty in some way or another, right? What buns? I'm flat. Well, I can work with that. Yeah. I'm doing like the fly thing right now where I'm rubbing my hands together. You just can't see. I want to be judged. Masashikin, tell me, what is your crime? What have you done? My crimes are that I put adult diapers in someone's cart because they're being sexist. Oh yeah, I really hope these are true. I hope these are true. That's really funny. I'm guilty of lying to someone that I loved them for 2 years when I really didn't. Oh, Keeper of Keef. That one's... Why did you do it though, is the real question. What was the reason? That's going to determine the guilt and the punishment. Why would you do that? He's so zesty for a hetero, but as a professional free, he's not that zesty. Fair enough, yeah. Even my own father's questioned me at times. I'm not gonna lie. I've said some stuff that's made my father, and my father is very like anti-different, I guess. So yeah, no, I've gotten some weird looks from him, but I don't really care. It is what it is. My guy, I already made it and you already put it out. What did anyone tell me? Nobody told me. Nobody told me, bro. Okay, hold on. I'm writing something down. I'm writing something down right now. Hold on. Mackenzie Singer cover go look. I'm gonna have to track you down now, Mackenzie Singer. Also, Lynn XOX, a hello again. I get confused for being straight because I'm a girl, but I have a boyfriend, but I'm actually a lesbian, and my boyfriend see him spread. So yeah. That's complicated. I don't fully understand, but if it works for you, my dude, there's an amendment against cruel and unusual punishment. Not in this courtroom. Not in this courtroom. You're I'll show you cruel and unusual when I'm done with you. A clear conscience is actually a sign of bad memory. Wait, that's actually deep. That is really deep. Whoa, hold up. You have the personality of a great-great-great-grandma Edith's Christmas fruitcake, but are, alas, a factory setting default. I'm fine being default. But the thing is, here's the problem. If me saying default setting, I can't say it. It sounds wrong if I say it, because it sounds like I'm calling everyone else, like, you know, not... Like, it sounds like I'm calling someone not proper. So I can't say that about someone else. That's the issue with that. So it's not a word I can really use. That's an interesting profile picture. Well, you're an interesting profile. I don't know where I'm going with this anymore. My music stopped. It got so quiet. Hold on. There we go. My crimes are I stole 7 gummy bears from my sis. Fair enough. I was lonely and I didn't want them to leave me. Not the best thing to do, but you were kind of desperate yourself. You're guilty, but I can't really be too harsh on that. Yeah, it's like, I feel like at some point in your life, everybody does that at some point. Fair enough. I can't really punish something like that. I'm guilty of turning the light on in the car. Oh, guilty. Shredder dementia. I'm kidding. No, I wouldn't do that to you. But from now on, you will have to attend driving school once a week for the rest of your life as a punishment. I say this every day, but I love you. We love you too, Sniper Waifu. You're a VTuber. Of course he would question you. What, huh? Oh, yeah. My dad. No, my dad is, we're not the closest. That's probably obvious, though. We're not the closest. We're not distant either. We don't have a bad relationship, but we're not, like, really close. Did you scroll back and see my crime? Hold on, scroll up. Yeah, let me take a look. Oh, bro, I can't commentate on that's too severe of a crime. I can't commentate on that on stream. This is meant to be a joke, my dude. It's meant to be a joke. T-pinged me in the loot. Wait, T-pinged me for what? Huh? Which Lucid server? Wait, what? In the community? Where? Where did T-ping me? Wait, what? I'm actually so confused. Mackenzie, what are you talking about? Good morning. Hello, Moo. You're looking really good today. I gotta judge you for your crimes, Moo. I have to judge you for your crimes. My crime is when I was 6, I stole some of my mom's weed. That's really funny, actually. You know what? I can't even be mad at that. You're guilty, but no punishment. You're good. I'm sorry, Astra. What? I'm so confused. There's so much happening right now. Hold up. Lucids, you heard me. Huh? Why are we getting so serious? Yeah, certain subjects I can't commentate on here, you know. But anyways, what's Moo's crime? Moo's a little freak, but I like the little freak, you know? I like Moo being a little freak. You know what I'm saying? Fan art channel community server. What? Bro, I have so many notifications. I can't keep up with that server. Do you know how many notifications? I have hundreds of notifications in here. Like hundreds. I can't keep up. I have too much happening on Discord. I can't keep up with it all, bro. Oh, never mind. They got banned. Yep, that happens. That happens. Some people just come in and they're just really mean, you know. That's just how it is. But it's no big deal. I was being stupid. Nah, you good, bro. You good. I'll shut up before I'm guilty of self-promo. Okay. All right. Yeah. Anyways, I have myself the thing marked on Discord, so I'll look at it after stream. I was like, what? Why would T ping me? You know. Moo's crime is probably stealing some cookies from Girl Scouts. Moo, would you do something like that? That's actually really bad. Moo. Moo's punishment is supplying milk. Yeah. Moo, you're gonna have to give us milk. So Magic's delivering the milk, you're making the milk. I'm so tired. Don't be tired, Mitsuri, and welcome in. My crime is that I love when people are mean to me, but then playing the victim. I used to do this, I'm getting... Mitsuri, oh my gosh, bro. Yo. I'm sorry, dude. I head pats to Mitsuri, you poor thing. Some popular girls are hitting on this exchange student for eating Asian food, so I brought fake raw liver and ate it. Where did you get fake raw liver? What was the fake raw liver? Moo's probably guilty of forgetting to put a stamp on a letter. I could see Moo doing something like that. Yeah, but Moo, I'm going to charge you of being like a little freak. So, yeah, you've already got your punishment. We've already sorted out your punishment. I think you can handle that, considering you're a literal, like, cow, you know, moi moi moo. You're an uwu cow. So, heck yeah, I go for that. Moo, is YouTube tweaking for you? Why is it tweaking, bro? Why would it be tweaking? I have a list of crimes I've committed. Where to start? I plan to outlive at least one Kardashian. Printed a trans girl peed here. Nobody got hurt. Oh my god, bruh. Holy crap. I mean, guilty. I'm not gonna punish you. But you are guilty. You've done it, but you know. My mind wasn't okay when I was 15. Me either, but in a different way. Me either, you know. I knew I wasn't just crazy. Wait, what? Huh? Okay, so yeah, it's messing with you too. I don't understand what's happening. Milk from where though? From Ash. Look, personally, I drooled. See, Moo's got her own method. Don't be putting words in Moo's mouth, Ash. Okay. Okay. Because Moo doesn't need that kind of stress. Moo's got all kinds of work to do. So you best be nice to Moo. I'm guilty of spitting out a ton of water on my counter. It was an accident, I promise. Go clean it up. Guilty. Clean that. You're being bad. Go clean that. That's kind of weird to say. I'll show you something that's weird to say. Pneumonia ultra microscopic silicovolcanoconiosis. There you go. Either that or fussy. Just look at the word fussy. Let me write the word fussy in the chat. It looks like fussy. You know. Yeah, that's what it looks like. So I don't know, there's another weird one to say. I'm guilty of submitting fanfics in English class. Okay, guilty. I charge you with being forced to write more. Now you have to write more, Mackenzie. YouTube won't let me share my crime. No, you're getting censored. I don't know why you'd be getting censored. What are you writing in there to get censored, bro? Also, welcome in, Mr. Guy, to the courtroom. I hope you have been very good. I tricked someone into thinking the squid we're dissecting class was alive and had testicular cancer. Bruh. That reminds me, so with like crab claws, when you eat them, you could still make the claws open and shut. So I used to scare Joella with them when I was a kid. And yeah, so I'm guilty of that. I have another crime. I know this is probably bad, but yeah. Oh, poor Mitsuri. What word is getting auto-censored? I don't even know. I don't even know what's in the censored, bruh. I'm guilty of saying to my friend, people who vape are sick, and then taking one out and taking it. That's actually funny. I agree though. People who vape are sick. You shouldn't do it as someone who vaped. It's not good. Furry. Yeah. Okay. It's not furry. That's my message getting eaten. I don't even know why. I don't know why. I figured it out. But I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. You just get censored. You must have done something really, really bad, Moo. I'm guilty of taking suckers from my local dollar store when I was really young. You know, a kid taking suckers from a store versus, you know, a multinational, multi-million, if not billion-dollar corporation. I don't really care. You know, you're good to go. Don't worry about it. I'm guilty of stealing my sister's Dr. Pepper, drinking it right now. Guilty. But it's kind of funny, so I'm gonna let it fly. From top chat, I'm on live chat. I'm on live chat. I should be able to see it, but it's getting censored. I too am guilty of submitting fan fiction for English class B2W. Guilty, you now have to write more. That is your punishment. Yay, I don't get punishment for plotting to put a trans computer with nobody got his umbrella. He's grave. That's wild, dude. That's wild. Yeah, it's not letting me say it at all. Oh, Moo. Oh, Moo. Shame on you for doing Joella. I know that was actually pretty bad of me. I shouldn't have done that. But it's fine. I'm the judge now, so. Oh. Mitsuri. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm sorry, dude. Yeah, we have a pretty firm policy around here. Yeah. Rip. Oh, that sucks. That sucks, dude. Mitsuru, you've been here so long. No. But yeah, our policy is firm. I'm just gonna time you out. Please come back when you're of age. Yeah. Rio, I agree with that call. I think that's a good call, but dang, bro. Dang. I'm guilty of drawing yaoi art of my middle school history teachers. You see, like, if I was a teacher at a school and I found out someone drew yaoi art of me, I would be pretty creeped out. But, I mean, guilty. I'm gonna charge you as guilty. So, you know how in Minecraft they have like a minecart that they can make go really fast in a circle? I'm gonna make you ride that for a couple hours for doing that. One time I said to this girl who said she was vegan, therefore better than everyone, and tried to fix us, so I said I'm officially vegan. Took out a slab of steak, ate it. You can get sick from that, you know. You could actually just like get an infection and then not live very long after. I don't recommend eating raw meat unless it's processed in the correct way. Okay, I found a workaround. When I was 12, I drew Bada Furry, of a guy who bullied me. 2 years later, he came out as a gay furry. This is one thing I helped him out, not gonna lie. You made him into a furry. Moo, you created a furry. Guilty of creating furries. I say, okay, so on top of milk production, Moo, so I need someone to be packaging some of the stuff that I cook. If you're picking my drift, because you know I'm a corrupt government official. So you're gonna be on that as well. Best of luck. Bro, what is your voice go so low? I love it. I know. I have a bit of a range. Ooh. Yeah. Oh yeah. It's time to kick. Can't say that word and chew gum, and I'm all out of gum. No, not like say Gex. Just like the yes, no, and CEO stuff. I forgot. I know what it means. I know you guys have explained it, but I keep forgetting. What it means. I also started a rumor that my civics teacher had a fat yacht, and it spread to his kids, and I felt so bad, and he knew I started it. Bro, honestly, that'd be the funniest thing for me if I was a teacher. Well, I'd be creeped out still because it's coming from like a dumb child, but like I would also see the humor in it. That's kind of funny. That's pretty funny, actually. My crime is joining this stream and then leaving immediately to play Roblox. Footy Kagami Footy of Lucid Multimedia. Welcome in, Kagami Furry. I mean, the Footy. I'm getting in trouble after stream. Please check out Footy-chan and subscribe. Thank you. But hi, Footy, hi! I hope you enjoy Roblox and have fun. I hope you be very, very good and have fun and you kick some butt. I created a gay furry Astra. You gotta put the full thing in here. He was both? Okay, well, I mean, you know, okay, you know what? I'm just charging you with everything. Just get on the line, start production. You're just guilty of everything, you know? I'm guilty of watching stream at the dinner table. Actually, that's based. You're getting compensation from the court for that. Based. Moo, you just created the normal Astra. All right, Carsico. Can someone time out Carsico for 24 hours? I'm kidding. That's a joke. Don't actually do it. I'm joking. I'm guilty of stealing my friend's hair ties after they abandoned them on tables. Fair enough. If they abandoned them, just take it. I would too. Actually, I sometimes have to use hair ties because my hair is long. I'm guilty of falling in love with Hobby Brown from Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. I don't know who that is, but I don't think that's a crime. I think that's fine. I don't know who that is though. Some guy was being mean to me and another girl sexed him in front of me. Crawled under his seat, grabbed his feet, and dragged him back. Yeah, I'm thinking you're pulling my leg now, bro. I don't think these are real. I hope they are, but I don't think they are. That's how it feels to chew 5 gum feels. Oh, let me show you how it feels to chew 5 gum. Ah! Ah! That's you tickle my brain. What with the screams I just did? You're welcome. Also, the proto. Welcome in. Welcome in. Shame on you, Astra. Add that to your list of crimes. Actually time Carsico out for 20. I'm kidding. No. That's, I'm joking again. I gotta make sure that mods know I'm joking. We need like a key word so they know I'm joking, but only between the moderators, you know. Middle school history teacher had a hearing aid and a classmate of mine and took it and broke it. Bro, you can file a lawsuit for that because those things are expensive. I would have sued their insurance because that is extreme. I'd have sued the crap out of them for real. Uh-oh, someone got yeeted. Yeah, you can't talk about that in here. The proto said hi. Hi, the proto. How dare you do footy like that? What did I even do? What did I even do? Gotta go to an... yeah, you be good to be careful. The content is watching, and so am I. I hope to see you again soon, Sigrid Harris. Last time you told someone to ban Carsico for 24 hours, they did it for... I know, that's why I have to be really careful. That's why I have to be careful, because then they actually will ban him. I'm like, no. We don't actually need to ban Carsico. I love Carsico. I just love picking on Carsico. We just have that kind of relationship. You know, Carsico just like this bottle in my hands right now that I'm squeezing. Please look up Hobby Brown. He's so okay. Chill. Don't cream all over the seat here. Hold on, let me look up. Oh, I get it. I like the punk rock vibe. Yeah, oh yeah. I'm not into dudes, but I'm into the punk rock vibe. Yeah, buddy. But I'm not into dudes, so it's hard for me to get a little bit excited, but I get it. Last time you told someone to ban cars. Wait, I already read that. Inside you, there are 2 kidneys. I'm gonna take one. Actually, did you know that the average amount of kidneys in living people is more than 2? Because when they do a kidney transplant, they leave in your previous kidneys. So then you just have extra kidneys. So the average is above 2. So there are people with 3, 4, 5, 6 kidneys in their system. Every time I have a plain salad, I have more dressing than actual salad. That's just personal preference. I don't really see that as a crime, but what dressing do you put on the salad? That's where the real crime might come in. After being here with Astra for so long, yeah, it's what happens, you know. I just love to pick on Carsico. Moo too. Moo's also really fun to pick. I just like. The club is growing. Yeah, it is. Oh yeah. I'm guilty of not giving my dog a bite of my dinner. Bro, I actually don't support feeding your dog at the dinner table. It is extremely annoying to have like something that flings fuzz, dust, and dander all around you while you're eating. So I completely support that. In fact, you're going to get compensated from the court for that opinion. I agree. I'm a girl and you call me, well, yeah, like punk as in punk rock. I like you could be punk rock and be a girl. What are you talking about? In fact, I would say there's probably more punk rock girls than guys now. There's probably women probably outnumber men. This is just pure conjecture, but based off of what I have witnessed, you know. But I don't know. I could be completely wrong. About that. But you could be a girl and be punk rock. What are you talking about? Taking kidneys reminds me of Eyeless Jack. What? 6, 7 kidneys, Carsico? For that, I'm taking both of yours. And actually, I'll let you keep one. Which I just joined to. Yodi and Yowie Lover 3, welcome in. I think a lot of people are going to get along with you in here with a name like that. You're a goth girl. Yes, mommy, please. I like them goth mommies. Yeah, I do. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I got a little bit excited there. I'm very sorry. We have a lot of like alt people in here. Yuri and Yaoi. Like we have a lot of them. In fact, I venture to say at least half, if not more, are alt. Yeah, so I think you'll fit in just fine. Oh, I like them goth mommies. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to scare you the moment you join. But Astra, you already fling all of those things. Fling what? Caesar dressing? Okay, that's good. I'll take that. I'll take that cheap wallet. But the best dressing is actually apple cider vinegar and olive oil. That's the best dressing for real. Hold on. The music is being dumb again. I picked such a freaking dang playlist. Freaking dang. I'm guilty of eating my dog's food to piss her off. I do that to Hannah too. I'll grab her treats and I'll go, I don't actually eat it, but I act like I'm eating it. And she starts going, yeah, so no, Moo, you're getting compensated from the court from that. You're getting taken off of line duty. So good job, Moo. I like that. The sister bro was so mean to me and the gay friend so I brought fireworks, told their religy. I'm a goth girl. Yeah, I already read that, but oh yeah. Consider that you are a dog, but I won't complain. What do you mean you're surprised? What are you surprised of? What are you talking about, Mackenzie? Told their religious mom that the rapture was happening. Bro, okay. Well, believe it or not, I myself am a Christian. I have a few things to say about the rapture and how it was like all, you know, I'm not going to get into it, but that could be a whole video, bro. I'm telling you. That could be a whole video in itself. There's so much I could say about that, but I'm not going to get into it. I'm an emo girl, not going to lie, but I dress scene or goth sometimes. I'm sorry, that gets me that gets me a little excited. I'm sorry, I just like that. First time I was called a goth mommy. Well, now you're all of our wonderful goth mommy. Welcome in. We like that. We like that a lot. Oh yeah! Yay, yay! Moo get less punishment. Yay! Yay! Moo, you know, Moo, actually, Moo, you've been on such good behavior since your punishment. I'll let you eat food. You're allowed to eat food. It could be, and it will. What, you're saying I should make a video on it? Well, you want me to talk about it? I can. I'm pretty well educated on this, relatively speaking. I could make a video about it. It would be very different than what I typically do, but I could, if you wanted me to. Astra, I need to know, who's your favorite character from anything? My favorite character from... That's tough. That's like suddenly being asked, like of all the foods you've ever eaten, which is your favorite? It's like, I don't know. Or your favorite song out of every song you've ever heard. It's like, man, that's tough. Let me think. Me. I'm my favorite character. Yeah. No, there's characters that I like in actual like fiction that I've liked quite a lot, but that's tough. I don't know. I don't think I can answer that on the spot. What kind of punishment did Moo have? Milk procurement. Can I share my insane rapture? Yes, share it. Share it. I want to know. It won't be anything slanderous. My family's just no. The thing is, okay. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna say just a tiny bit, and I'm gonna drop it. A lot of Christians will say the most insane stuff too. They say some of the most insane stuff that I don't even know where they thought that was a thing. All right, I'm dropping that. I'm not going to get too much into that. I might make a video on it because you kind of have the choice as to whether or not you go into watching it. But Yeah, but I could make a whole video on it because it's wild. It's wild. There is some theological foundation, but yeah. Anyways, I'm not going to touch it. Not in stream. Not right now. But you can absolutely share, Moo. In fact, I'm curious. I want to know. They give me multiple. Wait, multiple? Oh my gosh. I need like a genre. I need you to give me like a genre. What is a rapture? So rapture. Okay, all right. Here we go. I'll explain what it is basically. So it's the idea that when essentially it's a Christian belief. It's a controversial one, but it's like when the day of judgment comes, you are taken into heaven on that day. Well, there's different timings for it. It's complicated, but essentially you're like removed from earth and taken to heaven, but it's not death. Okay, that's how I would explain it. So my granddad is a priest, and he was so convinced the rapture was coming. All of my family has him blocked because he kept telling us to give up all our stuff. Yeah, don't. Okay, I don't want to say anything mean. I'm not going to say anything mean. That would not be the right thing for me to do. Would not be the right thing for me to do. But yeah, good on you for... Maybe I have to make a video on it. I might have to make a video at this point. I've already made an edit of you forever ago. What? But haven't I seen it? Why haven't I seen it, bro? From your favorite show or something. My favorite what would even my favorite show be? Bro, this is hard. I don't know. Crimes. Oh, Kaza, tell me what you've done, Kaza. The day after the rapture happens, he's still alive and Kid calls me specifically 12 times because I didn't have him blocked. I didn't see the first 11 times because I was playing Dandies. Yeah. Yo, Dandies protected you from 11 calls. Oh my gosh, you, yeah, nah, there's, okay, all right, I'm, just because I have to clarify something. In order for me to remain with a clear conscience, I have to clarify something. There is a literal quote that says, "No man will know the day or the hour. He will come like a thief in the night," is what is said. So it cannot be predicted. Anybody who does is wrong. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. Okay, yeah. What I heard about is that it's when angels come down to judge. Not quite. No. That's not, I don't think that's accurate, Serlix. Speaking honestly, that's what you heard. But my understanding is that's not exactly accurate. Do I need to make a video on this? I will. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna hold a vote. I'm holding a vote. I'm gonna hold a vote. Should I make a video on the rapture? Very unexpected, but I can. I'm pretty knowledgeable about it. Are we confessing crimes? Oh, happy birthday, Kaza! Happy birthday! I don't know the words, but I'm happy that it's your birthday. You eat a lot of cake. I'm gonna eat your cake. Happy birthday, Kaza, and it's good to see you again. Oh yeah. Wait, can I try and make a post about it with the edit link to tag you? Yeah, you could try that. See first. Also, welcome in Chris Claudio, Kuya, Mr. Astra Yonaka Song, English USA. Happy good evening Wednesday, Chris Molina, Philippines, Filipino. Welcome in Chris Claudio. It's good to see you, my dude. One time someone told me mancha was gross. Oh, matcha. And next day I put cold wasabi. Snake oil. I don't think snake oil's real, but I love matcha. Matcha is wonderful. And he leaves me an insane voice about how they need to call him because he needs to give us basically his entire estate. And I thought he was going, oh my gosh, bro. And wait, so Moo. He's a priest? I'm not saying this to be offensive. I'm like legitimately, you said he's a priest, like a ordained priest. Asher should have a rapture stream. I can't be sacrilegious. I can't make fun of it. I can make fun of people's misunderstanding of it, but and the crazy things that people do, but I can't make fun of anything like that. I'm not able to. Yeah, I'm not a Christian, so I wasn't sure. Yeah, that's fair enough. You hear a lot of things. Oh, there have been so many misconceptions, and a lot of them do a lot of harm to a lot of people. A lot of... this is a subject I could go into. Wait, he is alive. I think he's a pastor. Oh, pastor, okay. Pastor and priest are a tiny bit different in denomination, but it really, essentially in role, there's no major difference. Aikiyashi, welcome in, welcome. But yeah, he might... Okay, I'm not going to say anything, Moo. I'm not going to say anything, but I think you know what I'm thinking. You know, if you guys vote this much on it, I'll make a video on the rapture. It's been requested. Very well. Very unexpected turn of events today. Okay, sure. It'll be an interesting one for sure. It'll be very interesting, but I have to be very, very careful, is the thing. So it might take me a while to actually make it, simply because it's a subject I have to be as accurate as I can on. A lot of misconceptions. Yeah. I'm not a Christian, so I'm in no position to talk about any of it. Well, even then, a lot, especially in like the US and stuff, a lot of people have experiences with Christians, and unfortunately a lot of the time they're not super great, and a lot of that is because of misconceptions that have been held from the Middle Ages and stuff, so possibly even before that, just saying. So you could at least, like, you know, talk to your experience or what you do know, and that's I don't see anything wrong with that at all. Not priest, but he's very high in the church, I think. Personally, I'm not very religious because my religious family is a little crazy. Yeah. Some of them are a little crazy. Also, welcome in, Shaw. It's good to see you. I hope you've been very, very good. What are your crimes, Shaw? If we're confessing crimes, I realized my red flags recently, and it's jumping to violence when it comes to fiction. You know what? I can't really even get mad at that you would so strongly defend something like that. Violence is not the best thing to do, but you know, it's probably fine. I'm not going to worry about it, cause you're guilty, but I'm not going to punish you for that. Sometimes I take spoonfuls of wasabi to feel something. Yes. Sometimes I spank myself just to feel something. I should be studying for my Japanese. もしかしたら日本語わかるかな? 秋やし、どんぐらいわかるなの? 俺が前トヨタの通訳者やってたから、一応わかりますよ。もし日本語で配信を起こして配信してほしければ日本語でね、俺がやるからいつでも言ってくださいね。Asher, when you read Revelation, yeah, actually, I do have to go over Revelation, for that video. It's a lot of Revelation, but also some stuff before Revelation too. It's a whole it's a whole rabbit hole. I'm telling you, because people argue whether or not it's even like that's how it happens. If that's like actually what happens. The edit I made of you is a really old one, and my style's updated a lot since this. I'll probably make a new one of you, but yeah, the post is made. Oh yeah, I'll have to track it down, my dude. I don't bat an eye at violence in fiction anymore. Violence, yeah, in fiction, not so much, but I don't like gore, you know. I'm not a big fan of gore. What year did your father walk out? So I'm actually technically adopted. So I was adopted by my grandmother. So my father didn't so much walk out as he was forced away by the court, and my mother went insane. more or less, kind of. Not to get too deeply into that, but if you're curious as to what actually happened. But yeah, that's just that just happened. That's life. A whole thing. Yeah, no, it really is a whole thing. It's a whole rabbit hole. I'm telling you. It's a really interesting one. Hi, Dooney. So, we had a really interesting, like, development where someone was talking, Moo brought up like a crazy story from their grandfather about them being a minister in like a rapture and stuff. And I was like, I actually, relatively speaking, I know a pretty good bit about the subject. I was like, I want to talk about it and explain it, but not so much on stream because, you know, I don't like to force it on people. So I was like, what if I made a video on it? And they voted yes. So I'm like, that's a crazy, oh dear. Yeah. TLDR, essentially, it comes down to what denomination you ask. TLDR, theologically speaking. But yeah, I can go into more detail. It just depends on denomination a lot of the time, or theologically what beliefs you hold. I have a very weird stance on it, actually. Mine is a very, very bizarre. I just tried to look for like the most defensible position theologically, but the thing is ultimately I don't know. I have no idea. But okay, I'll get it. I just need to make a video at this point. I just need to make a video. Asher, what if I painted a portrait of you? Would that be flattering? Oh, I'd love that. I like fan art. Absolutely. Astra, this is the bad place, Eunuch. What do you mean this is the bad place? What do you mean? Same, I don't like gore. Yeah, I can't do gore. Also, Natalie Hernandez, welcome back. I have experience with Christians. I'm just not one of them. I even went to a Church of England school when I was a child, but I don't follow the religion. I know some of the stories of the Bible, but fair enough. A lot of people kind of have that experience. They like grow up with it, and then when they get older, it just didn't stick. You know, some people think this is purgatory. I don't know. I don't know, because again, it depends on denomination. So I'm not super familiar with purgatory theology. I'm not super familiar with it. I don't know. Ultimately, I have no clue. I just know what theories there are. And there's a lot of them. There's a whole lot of them. But yeah, my mom used to make me go to a Christian school, so I know a bit of the religion. Yeah. Yeah, that's a pretty common story for a lot of people. But I don't think it's something that should be forced. It has to be a choice, you know? I had someone ask what I think what happens after that. I said we either go into spectator mode or join a different server, start a new game. Yeah, I mean, that's very different than like my views, but there's a lot of people that think that for sure. I wouldn't be surprised if this is purgatory. Yeah, at times. But I'm not familiar enough with like that specific theology to make any sort of, you know, claim on that. Astro, you got to make a stream about these. You want me to stream? I can. Again, I know a lot of the theories. There's a whole lot of them. And I can also go into the crazy stuff that is absolutely heretical and incorrect too. Because there's a lot of that too, unfortunately. It's almost more like folklore with no foundation, you know. We love the crazy stuff. It's kind of, there's some crazy stuff. Yeah, there's some crazy stuff out there. Basically, become a ghost after level more or reincarnate in another universe. Yeah. I mean, a lot of people do believe that. I believe that when you die, you either get reincarnated or you're just dead. You're just gone. You're just, you know, there. I'm just kind of there. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead. All right, good luck. You pick up the cutters. What's your mind? Bye. You be good, Sarah. Looks. Astro, we're all crazy in here. We can handle. Okay. All right, well, I'll do my best, but I got to try to be as accurate as I can. It's not a subject I can mess around with, and it'll be a relatively, maybe like kind of serious-ish video probably. Like I don't know. I might be able to joke around a bit, but there's some things I cannot joke about. So yeah, I got to be careful. But it'll probably be pretty interesting. And I'll try to keep in mind it's for like people who have never really heard of these before either, you know? So I'll try to, I have to simplify a few things. But some of it's hard because you get into like, from my specific view, it's like prophetic typologist, partial preterist, futurist view. Okay, never mind. I'm not going into it. It gets complicated. Anyway, any gays was autocorrect. I didn't even notice the any gays. Wait, that's funny. Any gays, I'm out of here. That's actually hilarious. But yeah, you be good, Sarah Licks. I eat jellied eel sometimes. I like eel, but jellied eel? Bruh. No. That's a big no-no. Hey, my signature's saying, I'll see you guys. All right, any gays, I'll see you later. Any gays, how are you guys? Now everyone's gonna start saying it. You see what you've done? Do you see what you've done? Oh my gosh. I'm doing pretty good. I don't know, I'm chilling, bruh. This has been a very bizarre stream. It went an angle I did not expect. We got on a subject I was not at all expecting to go on to. Because normally, like, I don't bring it up unless you guys bring it up, unless it's like just kind of in passing. Because again, I don't like to beat people over the head with it. So I was like, whoa, you know, it was very, very bizarre direction. As true though, we are indeed any gays. Bruh. Carson goes, any gays, I'm good. Okay, we even got Panay Girl saying it now. Bruh. I do when I'm proud. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You do a very good job. Yeah, it's just, you know, it's a balancing act. It's a balancing. It feels like a balancing act a little bit. You gotta be a little careful with the subject. But you know, I think you guys will find it interesting. You know, if we have that many people like, yes, please, I could do that. I'm gonna go ahead and end the poll. Are we still doing crimes? Oh yes, please, Kaza. I know you're guilty of a lot. I know that you are. I can only guilty as heck. Says eat my crit. Oh yeah, you can crit me any day. I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, okay, hold on, let me write it down. Rapture video. Okay. All right. Yep, I'll do my best. Oh my gosh. I dip my McDonald's fries in my milkshake. That's not a crime. I have a family member that does that. That's fine. That's okay. Acceptable. I've only done it once to try it. It's not really my thing, but I get it. I get it. How to get Panay Girls. I know Panay Girl said it too. I thought that was funny. Yeah, guilty. Eat my crit is very guilty. In fact, eat my crit, I think you're probably guilty of, I think that you're secretly like extremely uwu, but you're trying to suppress how uwu you actually are. Just let it out, eat my crit, just let it all out. Show us your uwu, you know? I like pineapple on pizza, guilty. Shredder dimension. I'm kidding. I wouldn't take it that far, but you're definitely guilty for that. I would say that you're never allowed to eat pizza again is your punishment, Kaza. That's a good punishment. Don't forget to write down streams. You want me to do a stream for it as well? Okay. It'll be a really bizarre stream, but I could do that. I love pineapple on pizza. Guilty. You're never allowed to eat pizza again. Guilty. Pineapple pizza wa kinshi desu. 日本語の試験あるだろう。Akiyashi. Nah. あるだろうな。I drink methanol. No, that can make you go blind. And it can also make you live not very long. I don't recommend it. That is a very bad idea. I can live with that. I don't actually like pizza. Guilty of disliking pizza. What do I even do for that? What do I even do for Kaza? What do I even do for that, bro? Disliking pizza? Oh, I need Joello in here right now. I need Joello in here right this second. Oh my gosh. Bro, okay. You're unpunishable? So think of the, okay. Here's what we're going to do. We are going to force you to walk a flight of stairs, while soaking wet. And you're going to have to keep doing that, and it's going to be really cold because you don't like pizza. And then if you stop walking, I'm going to start like chasing you up the steps and like start like biting you if you don't walk. There we go. Asher's guilty of not rating after. I've rated before after streaming. You got to frame your argument better than that, Carseco. As a doctor, do not drink gasoline. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. That's a really bad idea. If I committed a crime, seeing my other actions, what would my punishment be? You have to suffer like one squeezing from me. And if you can survive that squeezing, you're free to go. I'm guilty of enjoying wearing frilly made outfits because I actually look good in them. Bro, how was that guilty? What is even guilty about that? Oh, then you're just weird. Wait, what's weird? Wait, what? I'm not lactose. Yeah, I know, right? Thank you, Carseco. Brother, I like bites. Nope, not good enough. Not good enough. Dagon Rampa style punishment, please. Okay, sure. For what Kaza said? Ooh. Also, I live in the UK. Yeah, but you have to do it for months and months on end without stopping. Or else you get chewed on like a chew toy. So it's a little bit cruel and unusual. I like to get cruel and unusual in here. Yes, please? Wait, what? Huh? I'm confused. But guys, wait, okay, you know what? Because how do the problem is they changed the setup for rating. They changed the setup, so I don't even know where it is anymore. It's like I have to hunt around for it. Okay. There's nobody that I can raid that's not like already like 1,000 viewers, and they'll be like, what the heck are you raiding me for? You know, so I'm not going to do that. But you all, I'm going to head out. I'm going to go take it easy. I'm going to go get some food. But I hope that you all decide to be good from now on. I hope that you all be good. Tommy McCullough, hello and welcome. But I'm about to go, you poor thing. But I'm going to go. I'm going to get on out of here, so you all be good. You be careful. You don't fall in. Don't hit a deer on the way. Don't get lost. And remember, I will always be watching. Bye-bye.